Use this shadowing trick for 7 days to get rid of your accent.
You'll learn a simple, casual shadowing routine you can do for 7 days to sound clearer, smoother, and more natural in everyday English without overthinking rules.
Shadowing is basically copying real English in real time. Timing, rhythm, and the little connecting sounds, so your mouth learns the pattern automatically.
And we're keeping this practical. What to listen to, how to repeat, what to do when it feels too fast, and how to measure progress without stressing out.
Quick warm-up. Paige, if someone says, "I have an accent," what do you usually tell them first?
I tell them, you don't need to erase who you are. You just want to be easier to understand and feel confident when you speak.
Exactly. Also, real talk. If you like the podcast and want more episodes like this, please subscribe and like the video. It helps a lot. Thanks in advance.
Okay, so let's do the hook. If you do this the right way for 7 days, you'll notice your speech gets more together, less choppy, less searching, more flow.
And the best part, you're not memorizing speeches. You're training your ears and your timing using everyday phrases you actually use.
Let's define shadowing in one sentence. You listen to a short line, then repeat it right after, trying to match the speaker's speed and vibe.
Not word for word perfect, but close enough that your mouth starts copying the music of English.
And we're going to give you a 7-day plan with tiny daily goals, so it doesn't feel like homework.
First mistake people make, choosing content that's way too hard, like a fast interview with 5 people talking over each other.
Yeah, that's like trying to learn to dance by jumping into a crowded club on day 1.
So day 1 is about picking the right audio. One clear speaker, casual style, and short sentences.
Think a friendly story, a short podcast clip, or even a simple YouTube explanation with clean audio.
Second mistake, people repeat silently in their head. Shadowing has to be out loud. Your mouth needs reps.
Even if it's quiet and you feel shy, whisper shadowing still counts. Your face muscles are still practicing.
Third mistake, they focus only on individual sounds, and they ignore rhythm. Rhythm is the secret sauce.
Yes, native-like doesn't mean perfect sounds. It means smooth timing, natural stress, and connected speech.
Let's do a micro demo. Paige, say this casually. I can't make it tonight.
I can't make it tonight.
Now I'll say it faster, more casual. I can't make it tonight. Notice the flow, not the perfect sounds.
And your job when shadowing is to copy that flow, like you're echoing the person, not like you're reading a textbook.
So here's the 7-day setup. 10 to 15 minutes a day. Same short clip for a few days, then a new clip.
And we'll give you a simple scoring system. Not good or bad, just more clear than yesterday or same as yesterday.
Day 1. Choose your clip and set your rules. Pick 20 to 40 seconds of audio with one speaker. Listen once, just for meaning. Then listen again and notice the rhythm, where the voice gets louder or softer.
Your rule for day 1 is don't pause after every word. Pause only at natural breaks, like at the end of a thought. If you stop every 2 words, You trained stop and go English.
Day 2. Do chunk shadowing. Instead of repeating the whole sentence perfectly, repeat in small chunks of 3 to 6 words right after you hear them. It keeps you from phrasing.
Try it with a simple line. I was gonna call you. Chunk it. I was gonna call you. You're practicing how English groups words together.
Day 3. Add a speed ladder. First, shadow at normal speed. Then do one round a little slower, focusing on smoothness. Then do one round a little faster, focusing on staying relaxed.
Relaxed is huge. If your jaw is tight, your speech gets stiff. A weird tip that works? Smile a tiny bit while you shadow. It often makes your voice sound friendlier and more open.
Day 4. Record yourself for 30 seconds. Not to judge yourself, just to collect data. Most learners are surprised. They sound better than they think, but they notice 1 or 2 habits they can fix.
And don't compare yourself to the original speaker like it's a competition. Compare you today to you yesterday. That's the only comparison that matters.
Day 5. Do emotion shadowing. Say the same line with a feeling: excited, annoyed, tired, joking. Real English isn't flat. When your emotion changes, your rhythm becomes more natural.
This is where people suddenly sound more native-like, because they stop performing English and start using English to express something real.
Day 6. Switch to conversation shadowing. Take a short back and forth clip, 2 speakers, but still clear. Shadow one person only and ignore the other voice at first.
Then, if you want a challenge, shadow both roles like you're acting it out. It's fun, and it trains quick responses, like real life when someone asks you a question and you can't pause for 10 seconds.
Day 7. Do your before and after. Use the same clip from day 1 and record yourself shadowing it again. You're listening for 3 things: smoother rhythm, clearer stress, and less effort.
Now let's talk about the big question. Can you really get rid of your accent in 7 days? The honest answer is, you can make a noticeable improvement in clarity and flow in 7 days.
Right. An accent is part of your story. But if your goal is to sound more natural and be understood easily, shadowing gives you fast wins, especially with connected speech and timing.
Let's give a real-life example. Imagine you're chatting with a neighbor, and you say, "I want to go to the store later." If you say it word by word, it can sound robotic. If you shadow natural speech, it becomes one smooth idea.
Also, casual English has these small words that get reduced in real speech, like gonna, wanna, kinda. Shadowing helps you recognize them when listening and use them naturally when speaking.
But a warning, don't force slang you'd never use. The goal is comfortable, natural, casual English, like how you'd talk with friends, classmates, coworkers, or people you meet in your daily life.
Here's a simple drill we love. Take one line. Do you want to come with us? First, just repeat it normally. Next, repeat it like you're inviting someone you actually like. Then repeat it like you're in a hurry.
And while you do that, pay attention to where the energy is. In English, some words are strong and some are soft. Shadowing trains that automatically because you're copying real speech patterns.
Common learner error: adding extra vowel sounds, like turning next into nexta or asked into asked. Shadowing helps because you hear how native speakers keep endings quick and clean.
Another common issue is even stress, where every word sounds equally important. In real conversation, we highlight the key words and we glide through the rest. Shadowing is basically stress training, but in a natural way.
Let's do a mini challenge for listeners. Pick a simple sentence. I didn't mean to. Say it 3 times. 1. Neutral. 2. Apologizing. 3. Defending yourself. Notice how your voice changes.
If that feels hard, that's okay. Just copy us. The point is not acting like a movie star. It's letting your English sound alive, not flat.
Now, how do you choose the perfect clip? Choose a voice you like. If you enjoy the speaker, you'll practice more. If you hate the audio, you'll quit on day 2.
And choose a topic you understand. If you're constantly confused, you'll focus on meaning, not rhythm. Keep the content easy so you can put your attention on flow.
One more pro tip. Do the same clip until it feels easy. People jump to new clips too fast. Repeating the same 30 seconds for a few days is not boring. It's how you build automatic habits.
Okay, quick troubleshooting. If the audio feels too fast, don't panic. You can listen 2 or 3 times first, then shadow, or shadow only the last half of each sentence to start.
If you keep messing up one spot, zoom in. Loop just one sentence. Shadow it 5 times. Then go back to the full clip. Tiny focus beats random repetition.
And if you feel embarrassed speaking out loud, do private practice. In the car, while walking, or at home. You're training your brain and mouth, not performing for anyone.
Once you hit about a week of practice, you'll notice listening gets easier too. Shadowing improves comprehension because you start predicting the rhythm and the next words.
That's when casual conversation feels less stressful. You're not translating in your head as much. You're hearing phrases as one unit, like, I don't know, that makes sense, no worries.
Let's add a real talk story. I had a student who understood English who understood English really well. But when they spoke, they sounded super careful and slow. Shadowing made them sound more relaxed in just a few days.
I had someone similar. They kept asking me, why do people talk so fast? After a week of shadowing, they said, people aren't faster. I'm just hearing the connections now.
Okay, we're getting close to the wrap-up zone. If you've been following along, your mission is simple. 7 days, short clip, out loud shadowing, and 1 small upgrade each day.
And remember, your goal is clear, confident, natural, casual English. Not perfection, not sounding like someone else, just sounding like you, more understandable and more comfortable.
Here's a quick 1-minute routine you can use anytime. Play your clip, listen once, then shadow once, then shadow again, but softer and smoother. Then do a final shadow at normal volume, like you're talking to a friend. It's simple, and it keeps your practice focused.
And if you want a tiny challenge that feels real, after you shadow a line, pause the audio and say the same idea in your own words. You're building flexibility, so you don't sound memorized. You sound conversational.
Final summary. Choose easy audio with 1 clear speaker, shadow in chunks, focus on rhythm, record a quick before and after, and use emotion to make your speech more natural.
Where are you listening from? Drop it in the comments and tell us which line you're going to shadow today.
Thanks for listening. Subscribe and like if you want more casual English practice with us.